ABC. Let's do business now. My name is Nana Ikuya Mensah Brampa. And still looking at the adverse effects of COVID-19, the world's biggest gold buyer, the Russian Central Bank, has suspended gold purchases due to the impacts from the coronavirus pandemic. For Ghana, which is Africa's largest gold producer, Grace Hamo-Ansari explores what this means to projected revenues.
The gold market continues to deal with liquidity issues as mines and refiners close down because of the economic impact of coronavirus across the globe. Gold mining giants Rio Tinto and Anglo American have reported production slowdowns due to coronavirus-related restrictions. This week, Endeavour Mining reported that a worker at the company's Haoundé mine in Burkina Faso had tested positive for COVID-19, having first experienced symptoms while on site. And here in Ghana, a worker at Anglo Gold Ashanti's Obuasi Gold Mine also tested positive for coronavirus. The market is even expected to feel the impacts the more, as a major central bank said it is not buying any gold from April 1 as volatility remains high. Ghana is Africa's leading gold producer with an output of 4.8 million ounces in 2018.
Even before situations like this would hit, they would have had some simulations, they would have had some training and education on that. So generally, the extractive industries do very well, and I can speak more about Ghana. They do very well when it comes to situations like this. And so far, since the coming into being of this virus in recent times, we haven't had any huge issue. There's not been any kerfuffle in terms of negative impact. I'm sure most of the mining companies would have rolled out their protocols, and they are keeping that very carefully.
According to Deputy Director for the Africa Center for Energy and Environmental Sustainability, Gideon Ofosu-Piasa, this presents an opportunity for Ghana to learn some lessons.
The good news for us as a country is that our main trading partners in gold are China and the rest of the world. This includes Hong Kong, the United Arab Emirates, Switzerland, Turkey, and then India. The key lesson for us is to keep diverse trading partners in order to cushion the impact of such random global shocks like what is currently happening today.
Gold prices are currently struggling to find consistent buying momentum.
All right, so once we are talking about the commodities, I would want to quickly chip in with regards to the oil prices on the world market. We understand that Vladimir Putin is in some meeting with the Russia oil industry, and they are looking at cutting production by about 10 million barrels from the first quarter levels, if it will be possible. And remember, this was pushed by the President of the United States, Donald Trump, calling for some cuts there. We're also looking at what the other country will be doing. Putin says that they are in close contact with Saudi Arabia, and that will definitely have its adverse effect on us here in this country. We'll be looking at that later in subsequent bulletins. But let's move away from that now. And the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers has described as unnecessary the new level, that is the levy on liquefied petroleum gas by the National Petroleum Authority. The National Petroleum Authority, NPA, has justified the imposition of the new levy as it pilots the cylinder recirculation model.
According to the National Petroleum Authority, the levy, which by its nature does not require parliamentary approval, is to compensate marketers whose cylinders are being used for the recirculation program. The NPA directed industry players to begin 13.5 pesos charge on each kilogram of LPG. It also instructed oil marketing companies to increase the levy on fuel marking margin from 3 pesos to 4.5 pesos per litre on every product. Reacting to the directive, Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, Duncan Amoah, demanded its immediate withdrawal, describing it as unlawful.
We woke up to a directive from the NPA insisting that the LPG companies now charge every Ghanaian additional 13.5 pesos on every kilogram of LPG, and they want to call that cylinder recovery margin. Clearly, that is not only illegal, but we would want to believe that the NPA will be mindful of what the laws of the land say. You cannot apply any levy or taxes except you go through the finance minister, who also goes through parliament for these appropriate approvals to be granted.
COPEC has indicated it is heading to the court of law to challenge the decision, since, in their view, it would increase the cost of living for many Ghanaians during the lockdown period.
First thing next week, from Monday, Tuesday, we are commencing a court action to restrain the NPA from engaging in this illegal act because of the dangerous precedent that it's going to set against Ghanaians. Mind you, we would encourage every Ghanaian who is also buying LPG now to demand a receipt, so that when the time comes that the court says the NPA should give refunds to these Ghanaians, we can take these refunds appropriately.
The NPA's Chief Executive Officer Hassan Tampoli says the authority cannot be accused of any wrongdoing, arguing that the new levy is a full cost recovery mechanism for LPG marketers under the CRM, insisting that claims that the monies are being collected for the government are false.
And this levy has already started growing debate on social media. I'll be bringing you more on this development subsequently. But you can log on to 3news.com for more business news updates. My name is Nanikia Mensah Brampa. Aisha is standing by with more. Aisha?
Thank you, Nanika. Let's go now to the central region, where traders at the Kaswa market say they are working assiduously to comply with the social distance directive. Now, Kaswa is among the communities under lockdown, and Dela Michelle has the rest of the story.
It's Friday and a market day here at Kaswa, and adhering to social distancing of 2 meters seems to be a daunting task for some traders here. Their goods closely arranged next to each other. Though a number of them understand social distancing, it's not being practiced. A narrow lane which serves as an alternative route into the market is busy as always. A leader at the market, Comfort Hansen, explained the high patronage.
Friday is our market day, and that's why we are here today.
Some traders resorted to a blame game.
When you tell buyers to space out, some of them don't. We are not able to serve our customers quickly, and that's why you see them crowded here.
Our camera captured some shoppers standing close to each other as they attempted to buy their items and refused to speak with the news team. Ghana has joined the ranks of countries around the world that are enforcing some form of restriction on movement with hope of slowing down the spread of the deadly COVID-19.
You're watching News 360 live from the News Hub here at Adisawi Kangana. After the break, we have more from the world of sports.
Okay, sir. I'll upload those files right away. Thank you so much.
When your internet stops working, it's not just the internet that stops. It's your whole business that stops.
Kwaku, is your internet working?
Of course it is. I've got MTN TurboNet. It's 4G plus, so it's super fast and very reliable. Now I do business in the super fast lane.
Get an MTN TurboNet router today and enjoy the advantage of the speed of Yellow on Ghana's fastest network. We there for you everywhere you go.
Shady rumor to me.
Spray and mosquito fell. And a tonton master. A bay yejuanawan. She saw my dahati. Roma insecticide spray at that Roma. Entafre, entatia, make a cheha. No way. Shemikunu, and Tonton Bako Crown Fanamo, and also a Pussy. Roma insecticide spray and mosquito coil. And out there we a sham. Roma,
Roma and Tonton Master.
UMB was established in 1972 as the premier bank for the corporate and private sector in Ghana. From our very beginning, as the only Ghanaian bank serving all categories of businesses, we set a standard for excellence and innovation over the past 45 years. We've built a financially healthy and strong bank, demonstrated our commitment to our customers and to growing businesses, and exhibited originality and innovation at every turn. At UMB, our focus is built around people, service, products and technology. These are the key to our present success and our future triumphs. At UMB, we're